welcome back, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Epiphany, and this is 1214 Epiphany Place. Um, I figured I would do like air signs, like an inspirational reading, I guess. But it didn't turn out to be that way. You can see the first one in the group that's already posted. It's already in there. With that one, it's talking about relationships in abundance. So go check it out. But I'm going to try and repeat what I did here, but I'm going to not do the inspirational part because I think it's automatic. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. All right, so air signs. All right, air signs. Air signs. Air signs for September 2022. And also remember that it doesn't matter what the date is on it. Whenever you see this, that's when you were meant to see it. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Cut. All right. So let's see. Balance. I think I'm just going to lay them out first and then I'll tell you guys. Okay. Okay. Phew. We always want to know what we can do with the situations that we are going through. Let's see here. So I want to say for some of you, you found some type of balance in your life, whether it was work and home, a relationship and home, or a relationship and work. You get it. And I want to say that somehow, some way you were able to find that. Okay. Somehow, some way you were able to find that balance. And once you did, it was like you were ecstatic. It's like finally you could breathe. It felt like a weight being lifted off of your shoulders, a nice release, some type of, I don't know, for some of you, maybe some of you were like not taking care of yourselves because of this balance. Maybe you weren't eating right. Maybe you weren't sleeping enough. Maybe you're sleeping too much. But now it's like trying to do all that stuff by yourself. I mean, once you found a balance with it, you were good. You were good. And I want to say you started paying more attention to yourself than the people around you, because that's what you were doing before. And now it's like you're doing the me time. You know, you're starting to pour back into yourself. You're starting to get that self-confidence back. That insecurity is starting to go away. Whatever that insecurity was, whether it had to do with your whatever you do for a living, or if you're an artist or a musician, or you know, something having to do with some type of production where you feel as though not only are you critiquing your work, but other people are critiquing it, and now you're overthinking that, and it's just right. So now you're starting to pour into yourself. It's an air sign reading, so I'm babbling. All right, so I want to say the people around you are making you feel guilty for not maybe helping as much as you once were. That connection, not that you were only around these people because you needed support, but it's kind of like, it's almost as if they're like pulling a guilt trip on you, like, well, had I not been there for you, blah, 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 blah. But you're more or less like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be my support group. I mean, after I'm able to get back on my feet and walk, you're supposed to cut those apron strings and let me go, let me fly. And you're just kind of like, you're kind of like dissolving that relationship, or that tie that you have with that person. And when I say sever the relationship, I don't mean like never ever talk to this person again, but I mean just that overall, like, stop guilt tripping me. And it's like you've isolated yourself. It's like you've decided to just, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to isolate myself from this person. So then that way, we don't have to see each other, talk to each other as much, whatever, because it's not working for me right now. It's not. I'm trying to get to my happy place again. So in your near future, you have balance, a miracle, and vanity. So it's like, I want to say that with things in your life, you're going to reflect, and the things in your life that you're going to look at are the things that were just totally out of your control, that you take total and complete responsibility for. You got to stop that. Because if you can't control it, you can't control it. You can't. The only thing that you can control in life is you. That's the only thing that you can control. That's it. That's it, is you. And I think that you're starting to, kind of accept that. You're just kind of saying, you know what? I need to just go ahead, own it, and go about my business. And I think from there, that's when things are actually going to start happening to you. So get ready to climb out of that window, because that door is about to close, all right? So when you climb out this window, there's going to be another door that you're going to have to go through. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, and I'm not going to say it's going to be hard. But if you enter it with expecting nothing, then there's no disappointment. Just kind of live in the moment. Stop thinking 2, 3, 5 steps ahead. Just when you're in the moment, just think about being in the damn moment. It's like, accept it for what it is. Don't overthink it. Don't, oh, I wonder what's going to happen with this in the future. And then you start planning and shit. And then before you know it, y'all married and got like 5 kids. How did that happen? How? So, your next relationship, just kind of take it slow. Just enjoy the moment. As far as work related, same thing. I want to say some of you found like a balance, as far as maybe they had you doing a couple of things, a couple of different jobs, things that aren't even in your job description, but you do them anyway because you was a team player, right? So you helping everybody out, but it's like you need like some more help to come in, because it's starting to like really, like weigh on you. But you find your way through it, you find the irony in it, and you make yourself laugh about it, which is great. There is some kind of let go, some type of release. Maybe you decided, you know what, I've taken on a little bit too much, or you've given me a little bit too much. How about if we, work as partners? You take this, I take that, then we come together and we like, mash it up. It could be, I don't know. It depends on what it is that you do. For some of you, you could be collaborating with someone. It's like you've been trying to get something, produced, or some type of production to be done. And it's like, wow, we could, I'm tired of doing every single thing by myself. I need some help. I need some help. You may, like run into an old friend who can help you out. Maybe that's their thing. Or you could just like click with somebody. You could like talk to somebody and be like, bam, y'all just click. They have something that you need. They have something that you need, and you need something that they have. So it's like, it's going to be like some type of collaboration. Again, with the acceptance, you've been like working really hard, whatever this is that you're trying to produce. And again, it could be whatever is a product, because you have to, something that you're trying to sell, something that you're trying to, I don't know, for those of you who have your own business or a side business, whatever it is that you produce, whatever is a part of production. If you work in a factory, I'm getting production, producing something, I don't know, creating something. It's like there's steps in it that just drive you mad. Just drive you fucking crazy. And you're like, you know what? I'm about done with this shit. I'm about to give this shit up real quick. But it's like you look at everything for what it was. You took away what you could use, and you left the rest of the shit behind. And that's where I'm going to say where your moments are going to happen, where doors are going to open. And now I'm just kind of getting moments for some reason. Enjoy each moment. Don't overthink anything. If you're great at your job or whatever it is that you're, producing, and I'm not saying don't live your dream, don't shoot your shot. What I'm saying is live in the moment, because you'll never be able to have that experience again. You get me? It's like the road that you had to travel to get here, people not understanding what it is that you're trying to do, whether it's in a relationship or a job, but just in general. It's like people aren't understanding what it is that you're trying to do, but you're still trying to do your best. You're still trying to be there for these people, but they don't understand that it's time for you to move on to the next step. And some people are petty like that. They'll do the whole guilt trip and whatnot. And you're like, damn, is it like that really? Yeah, you helped me. It's not like I'm not going to pay you back, or it's not like I'm not going to return the favor. But they're just making you feel some kind of way where you're just kind of drawn away from them. It's like you just putting a pause on some things. But yeah, those doors are definitely going to be opening up for you. A lot of you have been in a dark place. You have reached the end of the tunnel. You really have. And for those people that you've isolated yourself from, I mean, for some of you, it's like you've really thrown yourself into work, thrown yourselves into your families and stuff. Whatever it is that you're trying to get back to, it's like you're going to have such a warm welcome back because you have been missed. So just know that, okay? Because there are people out here who love you and care about you. Oh, I love you and care about you, you know? But that's really important to you right now. All right, so let's get... I want to know more about this miracle. What's going on with this miracle? It's for air signs. You might get a little guidance from a fire sign, and I also want to say that once you with this acceptance, you're going to start to gain momentum. Kind of think of like the Chariot card. It's like once you figure out which direction you want to go in and you head in that direction, there's no stopping you at that point. There's no stopping you at that point. So keep that in mind. All right. And it could also involve another air sign from what I'm seeing. Ooh, all right, one more. All right, let's see what's going on with you. I hope this is resonating with some of you. If it is, hit the like button, leave a comment. All right, so your overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, like I said, somebody is just kind of like, you know what, I got to do what I got to do. Even though this is going on and I got to find my balance, and I thought I did at one point, but once you finally realize what you needed to do, it was a giant release. So, by you being persistent and persevering and not being easily intimidated or manipulated, you set on your path and you did exactly, you stayed grounded the whole way. Somebody might have said something slick and you might have looked back and said, say that again, say that one more time. But did you just say something slick? So yeah, it's like, but you still stayed grounded because you were working on yourself. Again, like I said, you've been spending some time away from something or someone, some situation. But in that time, you've been pouring into yourself, which I absolutely love. So continue to do that. All right. All right. So, some of you talk to some of, okay, hang on. Damn it, man. I need one more. Because this right here. Can I get one more? That's what I like. I like that. All right, so And this is such a great reading. Like I said, if you haven't come up to this point, because this is like your near future. So if you haven't come up to this point, don't worry about it because it's coming, all right? You just have to be patient and live in the moment, all right? So anytime that you feel yourself and you think that this is the moment and you're like, oh my gosh, what did she say? What did she say? She said, slow down and live in the moment. That's what she said, okay? And also, like I said, no expectations, no disappointment. Live in the moment. Don't think ahead. Live in the moment. And I'm here talking about the future. Anyway, all right. So I want to say that there was a family member that may have helped you out with this whole getting away from. I want to say this is a family member. There's a family member that's guilt tripping the fuck out of you. And it's like, how can I cut these apron strings? How can I get away? And it's almost as if, I don't know, if somehow some way they're supporting you. I'm not sure, but they're I don't know, I don't know, but they're just kind of guilt tripping you. And so it's like, if you guys, if some of you are taking care of your parents, or if some of you still live with your parents because you live with your parents, it's like you have like your own entrance, or when you come in, it's like you kind of like you have it timed where you don't bump into each other. For those of you who may be taking care of your parents, it's as if almost as if you're staying late at work on purpose because you don't want to go home. And some people, you know, as far as like the relationship aspect of it, same thing. I think that, you know, a lot of you who are in relationships, you're like on purpose. You're either going into work early or going in late. I mean, staying late. Maybe that has something to do with your partner's shift, as far as the shift that they work, so that you guys don't like bump into each other, and you know, because you're just not feeling like that right now. I don't know. It's just, you're just trying to take a break. It's like, how do you take a break from somebody you live with? It's called a deadbolt. Lock your ass in your room. That's what that's called. But no, it's like I want to say that there was someone that you were able to talk to, though, like maybe a sibling. Maybe you were able to get your parent to go live with your sibling. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. But the way I'm looking at this card is like, look, why are you trying to push it on me? Come on now. It ain't my turn. But you're the closest. But it ain't my turn. I got to get ready for this person. I got to get ready for this woman. I got to get ready for this man. So it's like when I got to get ready. I got to get mentally prepared. So it's not like you don't love them. It's just they just say some stuff to you sometimes. And you be like, what? Huh? So, you know, you just up ignore them. Like, you still breathing? All right, I'm going back in this one. But yeah, there is some manipulation going there. At least there was for a while. But I want to say that you're recognizing it and you're starting to break free from it. So that's excellent. There is a choice that you need to make, and you've known about this all the time, right? But you just kind of put it on the back burner. It's like, I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. I'm not going to like worry about it right now. So this could be a decision as far as like going after that job or throwing yourself back into your project, whatever it is that you produce. If you work at a factory, whatever. If you want to tell them, hey, I found some, you know, money saving ideas for the company. If we did this, we could cut the manpower and blah, 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 you know. But yeah, like I said before, production, produce, creating, you know, and it's like when you do that, you're balanced. When you do that, when you're in that zone, and it's all air signs. When you're in that zone of creating, let it go. Close that door to that room and let you do your work. Whatever it is that you trying to do, whatever it is that you're trying to make, whatever it is that you're trying to breathe life into, Ooh, cross watchers, if you're watching, just let them do what they do. Because, I mean, they are the most creative sign that I have encountered throughout the entire zodiac. You guys, air signs, they're just on point with if I could have that focus, you know, especially like when you are like driven and you into it and like, all right, I got to do this, so let me go ahead and get this out. So, you know, when you're driven, it's like you guys are just so rewarding to watch, you know, have that proud moment. I'm a mom of a Gemini myself, so I know. I want to say that you're going to be getting some help maybe from the other parent, or someone that you look to as a parent, or someone that you kind of go to for advice, someone who you think has wisdom and experience. This person may be a little bit older than you, maybe a lot, but I want to say it's going to definitely be somebody that you kind of look up to, and it's like, yeah, if this person says it, then, you know. And I want to say they're going to be straight with you. They're not going to like bullshit you. So if you go to them and say, hey, do you think this is a crazy idea? I've been thinking about doing this and this and this and this and this. And they're going to tell you flat out, you might want to tweak it a little bit because that shit right there ain't going to work. But if you do it this way, you might have a chance. And it's like you're going to take this in. It's not going to be one of those things, oh, they're trying to tell me what to do with my, you know, creation. And that's not what they're trying to do at all. It's just that they're trying to make you see something from another perspective and not to limit yourself, because once you get into that zone, you have your vision and can't nobody tell y'all shit about y'all vision. If they still try to tell you about it, it's like you done. It's like you didn't. It's kind of like when somebody loses their appetite. It's like, you know what, I don't even want to eat anymore. Like when somebody reaches over and gets something out your plate. Yo, listen. We might be something. We might be in a relationship. We might be related to each other or real good friends. But don't be putting your hands in my plate. So it's it's one of them things, right? But this person is definitely, when you follow their advice, when you follow their wisdom, when you follow whatever little gems that they drop your way, use them, baby, because things are going to really start to happen at that point. They are really going to start to happen for you. They really are. So don't get in your way. We tend to do that at times. We get in our own way. Don't do that. Don't get in your own way. All right, so let's go ahead and get an oracle card and sum this up and see. Let's sum it up and see. I want to do both. All right, so y'all know me. I listen. I'm being told to switch the deck. Like, it's okay if you want to do both, but you're going to do that one first. I got to do this one first. Air signs, September 2022. What advice do you have? 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 All right. What advice do you have? One more should do it. All right, so we will cut the deck, and that was sloppy. I hate that. All right. Okay. I'll take it. There we go. Really? Okay. And all right. So that's going to be the third card. All right, so the first one, Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique, high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love based community. You are here on this planet to be you, the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. Well, gee, that just sums you up altogether, Aquarius. All right, so the next one, was that the last one? I gotta look at it. That was the last one. This was the next one. All right, Pyramid of Light, Psychic Protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There is nothing to fear and only more awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and now it's time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. Remember when I said how you was juggling stuff and you found a balance with it, whatever, and you may have got some help come in, and then it was like this big giant release? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, so know that. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual. Okay, so yeah, that person that you're sharing space with, be it a parent, a loved one, maybe a grandparent, whomever. They've been like I said, they've been guilt tripping you, like emotionally trying to manipulate you. Just know that that's interference. That's all it is. Don't think as the person as being the interference. Think of the situation as being the interference. Things happen, and some things are out of our control, and sometimes we're being made to wait because it's not just our time yet. So even though you're ready, you got everything lined up, you got these ideas, and you got everything planned out, except there's just one thing that it just gets in the way. Don't look at it that way. You just have to like live in the moment, okay? Just kind of realize, all right, you know what? I was able to move before. Now I'm being, yeah, okay. And just say, I'm listening. All right, I'm being made to sit still. And before you know it, that window of opportunity is going to open up for you. You just have to be patient, and you have to be resilient, and you just have to keep your cool, stay grounded, and just know that it's going to happen. It's going to pay off. Don't give up your dream. Don't. All right. All right, so the next card is High Priestess. A mystery is to be unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. Now, if that didn't like make you feel something, y'all tough. But I mean, that's just reassurance. Everything that I've already told you. That was just, see, this is why I listen when it's telling me to switch decks. This is exactly the reason why. But it's like you have to keep going. You have to press on. This whole thing is like some of you have probably stopped and said, what is all this leading up to anyway? What's my path? Am I even on the right path? And this is giving you your answer. Everything that you've gone through up until this point, understand this point right here, because this is pivotal for you. This is the time for you to live in the moment and take it one step at a time. Don't make past mistakes in this moment, which is rush into it without thinking and figuring out once you get in there. No, you've been working toward it. Keep working toward it and just take day by day. Things will start to happen. If you're an artist, people will like all of a sudden stumble upon your artwork. Oh, hey, that's a great painting. What do you sell it for? And if you say, well, I've never sold one before, whatever, or if you give them a price, bam, there you go. And it's like, oh, okay, so now you got word of mouth. Because, you know, the whole time they walking down the street with the painting, people running into them, yo, where you get that? Do the street, female up the street. Okay, cool. Or, you know, when they go home and they have like dinner parties or whatever, and your piece is hanging on the wall, you know, it's like they're talking about it and they're like making, you know, arrangements, hopefully because you're planning some type of event to show off your work. And there you go. That's how you get the ball rolling. But you have to follow the breadcrumbs step by step. And things, and it's not going to happen all at one time where it's going to just fall in your lap and you won't know what to do or how to handle it. But it's like just kind of take each moment and gather your information, you know? It's like a snowball. So yeah, you guys are going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine. But definitely, you know, things are looking your way. So just know that. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If this is something more that you'd like to see on this channel, please let me know in the comments. And I thank you and appreciate you. Love you. Bye.